Hey beautiful people, what is up and welcome back to my channel and welcome to Makeup Mondays, where we talk about all the new makeup releases, everything that's come out, so I can share with you all what my thoughts are on the releases, what I think will go on sale, what you should wait on, what you might want to jump on, all that fun jazz. If this is your first time watching me, welcome. I'm Jamila. I love all things beauty, I love all things makeup and skincare, and I especially love sharing my tips and tricks for how to find high-end and luxury beauty products at bargain prices, so that if that sounds like something you're interested in, I would absolutely love if you would consider subscribing and joining the fam. Okay, so I already know this video is about to be spicy, so get you some milk. I'm just kidding. Get you a little libation. This shouldn't be too long, but I do have a number of thoughts on these new makeup releases, so let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm going to scooch over to the right so I can insert some pictures from Makeup on Your Radar. Let's go. Okay, so first up we have a release from a brand that I don't know anything about. It's called Beauty Moon Cosmetics. I don't know, but these swatches are not... Anyways, so it's the In the Bleak Midwinter palette. So you have 3 mattes, 4 shimmers, 7 shifty chrome shades. What does that even mean? Is it a dual chrome? Is it a multi-chrome? The swatches don't... It's $29.71 and it will ship on the 6th of November. Oh, so this is a pre-order. I don't believe in pre-orders no more, you guys. If I'm giving you my money, I need you to know, I need to know that you have that product in stock and it will start shipping immediately. So definitely not interested in that. Lush Cosmetics. Oh. Were they always at Ulta, or are they just coming to Ulta? I didn't know this, but they have some bath bomb kits and whatnot. Not interested. Never been interested in that. Okay, so should we start here and talk about this collection as a whole? Why not? Let's do it. Let's talk about this. The Glam Light Nightmare on Elm Street collection. So there are a couple of releases, there are a couple of things released in this collection, and I'm trying to figure out how to frame my thoughts because I am not here to argue with people, right? So just for a quick backstory, yesterday on my Instagram, I saw that Glam Light released the 2 palettes that will be a part of this collection, and I said straight up, they should have started here first instead of hitting us with all of these stupid collections. Now, that's just how I talk. I'm Caribbean. We will call things stupid on a heartbeat. That got people mad because I call the collection stupid. People thought that I was trying to say that they... And I'm going to say this is what I'm assuming because a lot of people felt like they put thought and effort into the releases. And quite frankly, I see that. Glam Light spends a lot of money on their packaging, on their promotions. And you all know I love the Glam Light formula. They have one of the best mattes on the market. And when it comes to pricing, their prices cannot be beat. But at the end of the day, it's makeup, you guys. And if you don't like something, you don't like something, and you're allowed to speak on it. And you don't have to have your language policed. Unless you are being homophobic, transphobic, racist, any of those things. That's fine. So if you don't like what I have to say, mind your business and go comment somewhere else. Because what I will say here and on every other platform is that I'm not going to come on this good internet and argue about some eyeshadow. That's what we're not going to do. You're going to have to argue with somebody else. It takes at least 2 people to argue. Without me, you could yell into the abyss as much as you want because I am not the one. Okay? And again, the Glam Light formula is amazing, and I do think that they have really good quality shadows for the price. My issue with the Glam Light collections overall is the fact that they have these 3 large collections, all of which are being released one after the other. And from what I can tell, most are not going to come in time for you to wear them for Halloween and their Halloween collections, which feels kind of dumb, to be honest. And 2, if you aren't sure which one you want to purchase, you have to wait for all of the collections to be released to then figure out which one you want to spend your money on, because who has the money to buy all 3 collections? You know what I mean? Like, that's just a lot. So waiting to see, okay, do I want this collection or that collection when you could just put all of it out there at one time? And I don't know why, and we'll probably get into this in some of the other releases. So many brands are releasing Halloween collections 2 days before Halloween or on Halloween itself. Why? You don't think people want to wear these products for Halloween? I don't get it. I'm confusion. Anyways, that's enough of that rant. Let's actually get into the specific products from the brand. So first up, I see a makeup bag. This is actually probably the nicest bag that they've released out of the set. It is quite large though. And I don't like these bags, those kind of trunk looking bags, because they don't pack very well. I like mine to be a little bit smaller, a little bit more compact, especially if you're going on a short trip or you need it to fit in your carry-on. Those things take up a lot of space. So I don't like the bag, but I didn't like any of the bags. But if you like it, I love it. I'm not knocking anybody that likes this bag. I would say, at least 2 of these, and I realize I never reach for it when it comes to travel and packing my makeup for travel. Anyways, the bag itself is $22. Let's get into the rest of the products. It looks like there's a lip duo. Oh, these are nice. There's a nice plum shade with some spiders on it. That's actually really cute, the embossing. And then a more nude looking color. Okay. That's cute. The mirror. I don't like the mirror. Something about it just feels kind of boxy and ugly. I think they had nicer mirrors in the previous collections. I like that it's green, but I don't like the construction of it. And the palettes. I really like these 2 palettes. Now, one issue is that they are both monochromatic palettes, so in terms of versatility, you're not going to really get that. So if you buy the red palette, you're going to get a red eye look. If you buy the green palette, you're going to get a green eye look. I like my palettes to be able to give me at least 2 different colors in it. So something to consider in this collection. I've also seen swatches of the red palette up against the Melt Beetlejuice palette from that collection. And it's very similar in terms of color story. So will I get either of these? Maybe. Probably on sale if they're still around. Because I do, especially that green one, that's a really pretty one. It kind of reminds me of the Sydney Grace Ocean palette, whatever that one was called. It reminds me of that one a little bit. But it's really pretty. I do like that one a lot. Is that a lip gloss? So it looks like there is a lip oil. And that's going to be $10, so not bad price-wise. So lip oil is going to be $10. The 2 eyeshadows are going to be $24 each, or $44 for the 2 palettes. That's not a bad price. You know, like, really and truly, Glam does amazing when it comes to their prices. And the lipsticks, I don't think I told you guys, but... oh, it might be a 2-pack, so it's 2 packs for $20. Not bad. So that's $10 a lipstick. That's actually really nicely priced. And I think that the nude shade that they picked is actually quite nice and isn't going to look too stark on deeper complexions. So I'm really happy about that one. There's also going to be a blush trio. I'm really glad that they did 3 blushes and not like a blush highlight combo. The 3 blushes though, I don't know how that's going to look. Because you have a pink blush, which I think is a nice versatile color. You can wear it for every day. Then there's a red one, and then like a deep burgundy maroon looking one, which I don't know how many people wear that color blush. Or even a red blush. I don't know how often that's worn. You might have to go in very light. I would really like to see how that wears on all skin tones. And that's only going to be $18, which is really good, guys, because 3 blush shades, $18. What's that? $3 a piece? That's nice. That's really exciting. And I think that's it in terms of the collection. Oh, wait, I think there's a highlighter. So there's also a brush set. And the brush set looks like it includes some of the face brushes or some face brushes. And, oh, wow. $24. And you get 5 brushes. That's not bad, you guys. So you get a flat foundation brush, a smudger eyeshadow brush, a pointed blending brush, a fluffy packing blush, and a blush brush. That's not bad. These are probably, obviously, synthetic brushes, but this isn't a bad brush set, because I feel like sometimes when you buy brush sets, a lot of them will include, like, a brush with a spoolie on it. Like, how many of these have we gotten in gift sets? Like, so many. You'll either get a spoolie or you will get a liner brush. I have more liner brushes and more spoolie brushes than any single one person needs, so thank God they didn't include that. I think that these are all brushes that we can use. And at $24 a piece, that's really good. I mean, $24 for 5 pieces, that's really, really good. So, you know, if you are on a budget, I definitely recommend you check out Glam because they always have super affordable stuff. I am pretty sure I saw a highlighter in here somewhere, but I can't seem to find it. So I think there's a highlighter. But if I find it, I'll let you guys know. Okay, moving along. It looks like there's a new holiday set from McGrath. There's a mini lip trio in the shade Nude Venus. This is real dusty and ashy, y'all. This ain't for us. And by us, I mean deeper complexions. Unless you really, really need a nice icy lipstick. And the trio comes with a lipstick, a lip liner, and a lip gloss. The lip liner is way too light for us. It would be completely unusable. Maybe as like a eyeliner and not a lip liner. The lip gloss, you could use that to top it onto anything. But the lipstick is really light. So, and this is going to be $29. These typically never sell out. And they always go on sale in her, like, what's that little shop called? Well, it's not a shop. Exclusives. There's, like, an exclusive section where her things go on sale on her website. So you can probably get it there at a discount in, like, a month or so plus Black Friday. And y'all know Patricia does a good Black Friday sale. So that should be coming up very soon. Okay, so Juvia's Place, they have some gloss sticks. Okay, $15 a piece. That's a really interesting concept. Is it just like a tinted lip balm? If it's a lip gloss in a stick, is it going to be really as glossy as an actual lip gloss? That's my question. That's what I'm trying to get at. Either way, these colors are really pretty. I am intrigued. Especially by that deep chocolate one. I will definitely be interested in that. I won't buy it at launch or full release, but if I see it in an Ulta, I might be inclined to pick it up. Simply Posh Cosmetics. It looks like they're sneak peeking a holiday palette called Cozy Up. Or 2 palettes, Cozy Up and Cozy Cabin. Wait. So Cozy Cabin is an 18-pan eyeshadow palette. It'll be 12 mattes and 6 duochromes. And the Cozy Up cheek palette is going to be a cheek palette with 8 shades. So maybe some blushes, bronzer highlight maybe. Interesting. I will keep you all posted. When was the last time I bought Simply Posh? It's been a minute, but I am intrigued. Ooh, this is pretty. Art Deco has some new holiday releases. What is this? So there's lipstick. There's 4 shades of lipstick, a magnetic eyeshadow case, a beauty box trio. Ooh. Some nail polish, some glitter mascara. Okay, the packaging looks pretty, but the deeper I look at these things, it's really not that revolutionary. Okay. I got caught up in the package for a second, you guys. It threw me for a loop. I don't know when it's going to be available, but it is their Christmas collection, so we'll see when that comes out on the website. Okay, so Notoriously Morbid. They have a new eyeshadow palette, and it's a Halloween palette. And it's actually a part of a collection, but we'll get into the palette first. This is quite interesting. I feel like this is a very interesting take on Halloween because each shade is embossed with a different Halloween character. I don't know the names of these people. I don't watch Halloween movies. But I think that this is really cool in terms of a concept. I believe they said the price of this is supposed to be $143, but they're going to be selling it for $90 on Halloween, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be 12 shades, and if you want to buy the individual shades, it's going to be $11.99 a piece. So there's 5 mattes in this, it looks like. Okay, so here's the thing. This is a nice palette. The concept is really cool. This is also quite an impractical palette. Like, I'm trying to understand how this works. From what I can tell, there are a couple of shades that are on overspray, and then there are a couple of shades where it is multiple shadows, multiple colors within that single shadow. how are you supposed to use this palette? My assumption is that when you swatch the palette, you're already going to lose the embossings of the image, you know, the images that are in there. So this is going to be pretty to look at, but pretty impractical to use. The minute you swatch it, all of the shadows are going to like look different. So it's not even going to be pretty to look at for very long. Then, because some shades are multiple shades within the palette, you have to have a very precise small brush in order to really pick up the shade and use it the way it's intended. For example, that last shade at the bottom row, the last, you know, the bottom right, it's blue, white, and red. And the way it's swatched on the arm, you see the blue, white, and red, but you can't use a blending brush in there. You have to use like a pencil brush to really get the distinct blue, white, and red shades. So just something that I'm like noticing looking at it is that this is going to be nice to look at for all of 5 seconds, but when you actually have to use it, it's going to be kind of impractical. And then the other thing that they're going to be releasing, which is actually kind of interesting, is that there'll be car refresheners available, and they're going to be $8.99 a piece. That's such an interesting release, you know what I mean? And I really love when brands release other categories of products, because we've seen the eyeshadow, there's so much eyeshadow. So when they dive into other things, it gets me excited, like with Fantasy Cosmetica doing fragrances. I love that, and now that Notoriously Morbid is doing different things, it is kind of interesting to see as well. So next up, asbt. They have their Mystic Romance palette. This is beautiful. It is stunning. asbt is a black-owned brand, which I recently-ish discovered, and I was like, this is great. It explains why there's so much pigment in these palettes, and why they go so nice and deep and rich. I really, really like this. I really, really want it, but it's a rose pinky palette, and you guys know, if you own anything from Pat McGrath, you have rose pinky palettes. So even though I want this, I'm just gonna say no, because of the fact that it's a rosy pinky palette, and we have this a dime a dozen, at least for now. What I will say in terms of asbt is that I have seen them do 35% off sales, and since Black Friday is coming up, I'm hoping this might be included in one of their in their major sale, or if not, in a future sale, they'll be like at least a solid 35% off. Because the asbt formula is actually quite nice. It performs pretty well. So Made by Mitchell, the brand has a couple new products. I've never tried anything from them. I have found their products to be quite interesting, so I've kept an eye out, but I have never picked anything up. I do believe Mitchell is a makeup artist, so the products are created with that sort of lens. So let's see what we have here. So there's a blush palette with 12 blushes, and that's going to be $41.99. That's cute. It's definitely running the gamut in terms of depth. So there's like 3 really light pink purple shades, and then 2 really light neutral shades, which is nice because I think that this would work well for a makeup artist who has multiple clients with different skin tones. But for someone like me, looking at this, 7 of these shades would work on my complexion. 7, which means that 5 of these shades would be completely unusable for me. So there's no real value in me picking up a palette where I can't use 5 shades. Just, you know, something to think about. And there's some lip products, some lip liners. Yep, I don't need any more lip products. I am all good. Okay, so Shelwe makeup. I'm so excited about this, guys. But this is also another brand that seems to be, unless I'm thinking something different. This is the Mist Witch palette, which seems to be a Halloween release, but it doesn't actually come out until November 11. Well, maybe it's not a Halloween release then. Because it can't be, right? Like, yeah, there's no way this could be. Yeah, so they have a Mist Witch palette. Beautiful, stunning. And Shelwe Makeup, they do large and mini palettes, which honestly, I wish more people did that, because I don't need any more full-size eyeshadow palettes, period. So the large palette or the full size is going to be $49. The mini is going to be $25. And they said that there'll be a promo on 11/11 because it's a huge shopping festival in China, which is great. I really like when brands that are international brands stick to the culture of their country. You know, for example, I think like Glaminatrix, they release spring palettes in the American winter time because their climate is, you know, flip-flopped. So when we are in winter, they are in summer. You know, winter for us is summer for them. So when they release these really bright, vibrant colors and it feels weird for us because it's winter here, we have to remember it's summer there. So I'm glad that they stick with their climate, their timing. And I'm glad that Shelwe's, you know, doing this for their shopping festival. It has nothing to do with like American timing. So that's actually really cool. So seeing that this is their shopping festival and they're going to be doing a sale, I'm hoping that you're going to get a discount on both the full size and the mini products. But y'all, this is so pretty. So darn pretty. That purple and blue and green. Oh, it's stunning. And it looks like they got some good deep shades in there. I cannot wait to pick this up. And I really think the packaging on this is so cute. It looks like it has a little bit of texture to it, which means that this would be really fun to play with. And I love that they kept the packaging for both the mini and the full size, so you really get the experience. So DD Signature, I don't know why I was pronouncing that like that, has a new Plum Perfection limited edition sister palette to Pumpkin Spice. Oh, it's available now. It's just a quad. Okay. How much is this? I don't know how much it is, but this is interesting. I don't know what to say. I'm like stumped for words because it's not bad, but I'm not interested in this palette. But anyways, let's move right along. Okay, so Melt Cosmetics has a new collection. Now, they did, what was that first one called? Was it Nightmare on Elm Street? Maybe? Halloween Town. Yeah, that's what, again, really bad at these shows. So, they had a Halloween Town collection, and now they're releasing Christmas Town, which is kind of complementary. Very, very similar in terms of the release. I kind of wish that they had released both of these together, too, because I feel like it would have given people a chance to decide if they wanted the Halloween Town or the Christmas Town version instead of this kind of staggered approach. But I get it, I guess. So the collection includes a eyeshadow palette, which is the same sort of design and format as the Halloween Town palette. Two lipsticks. Sorry. So let me back it up. Let me back it all the way up. So the eyeshadow palette is going to be $60. It has 10 shades. Again, it's the same size as what they released for Halloween Town. There's going to be a brush set, 2 brushes. It's going to be $58. One of the brushes, or both of the brushes, are dual-ended. So it kind of comes like 4 brushes for the $58. There's going to be a Frost lipstick for $24, a Ultra Matte lipstick for $24. There's going to be a blush light duo, so you get a cream blush and a cream highlight. That's going to be $42. There's going to be a makeup bag, which is the same kind of bag as Halloween Town, just with different imagery. I kind of like the Halloween Town better because of the color in the back. This one is kind of black all around with the white ghost dog in front. The Halloween Town was better. The bag's going to be $35. If you want the palette bundle, so the palette bundle, which is the 2 palettes, the Halloween Town and the Christmas Town palette, is going to be $99. And if you want this full Christmas Town collection, it's going to be $165. And it'll be available November 1st, which, not bad. And I'm assuming this might be their actual Christmas holiday release because Christmas Town, and they don't do the stereotypical Christmas releases. So this is cool. I like this. The color story of the palette, not really feeling it too much because it is very, very colorful and there are no real options, or no options at all for something that's a little bit more neutral or wearable. But I do really think this is a cool, cute release. Maybe Melt is redeeming themselves over here. Good on them. Oh, I can't believe they brought this back. But that is smart, actually. You don't always have to, like, create something new. So Colourpop has restocked their Rudolph must-haves set. That is such an interesting concept, and I'm not mad at it. Because I feel like every year we are looking for a completely new collection, and sometimes these things are so limited edition that people aren't able to get it, and I like that they've restocked something that they already did. That's actually quite cool. I'm not going to be buying anything from Colourpop, but they always have really good pricing, and from what I can remember, their quality was okay. But it's been a couple years, so I don't know if they've actually improved the formula and it's gotten any better. But yeah. Okay, and then the last thing that I want to talk about, so I can end here, is going to be the Elements of Evil palette from Sugar Drizzle Polish. This is really pretty. I'm not gonna lie, this is absolutely stunning. It seems like this is another Halloween looking release. It's available now. It's $52. 4 mattes, 3 multi-chromes, and 5 duochromes. They've really stepped up their packaging. And this was designed by Doodles by the Bunny. But yeah, their packaging has increased significantly. So that's exciting. Okay, so that's all I really wanted to talk about. Let me move back into the center so that we can... Oh, wait. Last thing. So there's actually going to be a limited edition ISO Clean and Inked Bone brush cleaner. I think this is supposed to be like a glow-in-the-dark thingamabob. This like really bright green brush cleaner. It's going to be $26. I'm not getting it, but I just thought it was cool for this like neon green blush cleaner. Anyways, let me move back into the middle and we'll wrap up today's video. So, oh, and I don't think I told you guys. Let's just talk a little bit about what's on my eyes. It's a little chaotic, and I didn't do the best job at my graphic liner lines, so I'm still practicing, still learning. I'm actually wearing the Delights palette from... the Delicious Delights palette from Cosmic Brushes. This one is absolutely beautiful, so pretty. And where is that other one? I actually went into my Bella Butte Bar palette for the graphic liner to create this look. So that's what I'm wearing on the eyes. And that's why there's a little bit of shiftiness going on there. So let's just wrap things up. I am unimpressed and somewhat confused by these releases that are coming out. I think part of the things that's happening as we go into the end of the year is there are a number of holidays in this period, right? There's Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. And as brands release collections for the various holidays, I feel like the past it was you develop a product in advance of the holiday so that people get it in order to use it in time for the holiday. And now I feel like I'm seeing so much brands that are releasing all of these Halloween products that are not available until after Halloween, when people have already moved on to the next holiday in line. So it is quite strange seeing Halloween products still being sneaked and released, and I'm like, we're moving on, because at the same time I'm seeing brands start talking about and start releasing their Christmas collections. So it's just a very weird place to be. At the end of the day, it's makeup. It's really not that deep. If you do think it is that deep, this might not be the place for you, because it's all about having fun. And I'm not always going to agree that with everybody, but I will always be honest, and I will share my thoughts as is, you know, pretty raw. I won't be disrespectful. I'm not going to call nobody out their name. I'm not going to talk about your mama. I'm not going to talk about your dog. I'm not doing all that. And I'm definitely not going to be arguing about makeup, because this is all fun. I promise you, it's not that deep. It's really just a fun time here. But let me know. Let me know what you guys are thinking about all of the Halloween releases that are coming out kind of late. And this like shift now to the Christmas releases. What are you guys expecting to see from the brands? You know, are you overwhelmed, or are you feeling pretty good about where you are in terms of shopping for all of these new products? And just a reminder, Black Friday is right around the corner, you guys. So hold on. I know we've been doing so good. Just hold out a little bit longer. Black Friday is going to be tomorrow. I promise you. I already saw that Target has their pre-Black Friday sales starting today. So when I mean Black Friday starting, no, it's starting now. And from what I can recall, last year, a lot of sales started like November 1st. So you will start seeing these Black Friday sales start rolling around very, very soon. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, I appreciate you all so much more than you know. Before you leave, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe on your way out. It's going to be one somewhere down here. Join the fam if you want to see more content from me. As always, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!